In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the exact dieting strategy I use to stay ripped 365 days a year. Not just for a couple of weeks for a photo shoot, all day, every single day. I've used this method with hundreds of clients, and if you stick around, I'm going to teach you guys exactly how I do it. If you feel like you can get lean but you can't stay there, it's because your dieting strategy isn't set up for success. And if you follow these methods, I promise you, you're going to find it so much easier to stick to your food. It's not going to be as restricted on your lifestyle. You'll be able to lose more body fat and actually hold it off. Now remember guys, your overall calories are what matter most. And of course, my calories are going to be different to your calories. I've coached over 700 men before in the last 5 years, and everyone's got different calories, different macros. So these are just the numbers I use. Yours are going to be completely different. It's very easy to find out how many calories you need to eat. You can just do it on online calorie calculators, which I've gone over in so many videos. But these are my calories. Now remember guys, I've been training for about 16, 17 years. I'm very experienced. I've been very big, I've been very small, been very fat, been very lean. And I'm looking at about maintaining my body weight at about 3,000 calories, okay? That's 200 grams of protein, 375 grams of carbs, and 65 grams of fats. Now, just as a personal preference, I like to take carbohydrates high and my fats come quite low. My protein remains consistent. I know with my output, my steps, my training, my muscle, my condition, that I can maintain my body weight on 3,000 calories. Of course, you're going to be slightly different, but the rules still apply. Just play around with the numbers. So first things first, guys, I wake up at about 5 a.m., okay, and I train at about 8 a.m. Now, of course, if you're somebody that trains in the afternoon or trains in the evening, this will change a little bit, but just stick with me. The first thing I do first thing in the morning at 5 a.m. is I'll have coffee, probably 2 coffees if I'm honest, and I'll have some electrolytes. For the people that say, oh, hydrate before you caffeinate, whatever, have a coffee, electrolytes, have another coffee, do a bit of work, sort my life out, and I head to the gym at around 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, one thing I have learned over the years is I personally can train fasted, okay? Now, like I said, guys, I've coached a lot of people, okay? If you are carrying a lot of body fat and you train first thing in the morning, you can probably start your workout fasted, okay? Now, I do add in 50 grams of intra-workout carbohydrates as my workout goes. So although I'll train fasted in the morning, halfway through my workout, I do slam 50 grams of carbohydrates. It's normally in some sort of a powdered form. Just to keep it easy, I normally put some creatine in there as well, just so I remember it for the day, not because it has a special timing or whatever. I don't care about BCAAs and all that. 50 grams of carbohydrates, liquid form, 5 to 10 grams of creatine. That allows me to kind of get through my workout. I have found in the past, if I eat a big meal before I train, I am sluggish. And guys, if I can do this at my body fat, okay, if you're sat there 20 kilos of fat to lose, you're probably okay to train fasted. A lot of it's in your head. But obviously, if you're watching this and think, well, when I train, I get dizzy and I can't finish my workouts, then you're somebody who would probably put those 50 grams pre-workout as opposed to intra-workout. But that's how I start the day. Coffee, electrolytes, fasted training session, intra-workout carbohydrates to help me finish the session. And I train about 8 o'clock. I normally finish by about 9:30. Now, this post-workout meal is very important. Again, I know I'm giving you guys my kind of way of doing it, but I've done this with lots of clients. I don't want this to all be about me. The whole point of these videos is to kind of help you guys. And my post-workout meal is around 50 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbohydrates, and as low fat as I can, 0 fat-ish, okay? It tends to normally be chicken, white rice, and some pineapple or some fruit. Sometimes I'll have a shake if I'm on the go, which will be 2 scoops of whey, maybe some oats, maybe some cream of rice with some berries, whatever. But I'm looking at about 40 to 50 grams of protein, 80 to 100 grams of carbohydrates, and no fat. Fat will slow the absorption of carbohydrates. And by 9:30 in the morning, I've already had 150 grams of carbs, guys, which is quite a lot compared to most people. But I train in the morning. If I trained at 12 o'clock, or if you train at 4 o'clock, you would put those carbohydrates pre and post workout. When you are trying to live your life with low body fat, which is what I'm trying to do, when you're trying to have muscle, you're trying to be lean, not that much muscle, but you get what I'm saying, trying to look good all the time because I'm on camera most days, I just want to be lean and I want to feel good. And I know that my workouts are really important to me, so I time my carbohydrates around my workouts to give me energy. It's pretty straightforward. Maybe not as important if you've got loads of body fat, but if you're already very lean and want to stay here, it's pretty important. Now, my second meal, guys, this comes at around 12 o'clock, which is going to be a bit more of a balanced meal. I've just got it written down here. I'm looking at around 50 grams of protein again, around 80 grams of carbohydrates and around 25 grams of fat. This comes at around 12 o'clock. This is like my first big meal, if you will. And as you can see, I'm eating quite a lot at the start of the day because I'm also getting up at 5 o'clock and I kind of go to bed at about 9:30. So I can get away with kind of front loading my food a little bit. But that's a solid meal for me, okay? It tends to be some sort of a fatty meat with rice or potatoes, like pretty basic stuff. Chicken, if it's a lean meat, it'll be with potatoes and rice. If it's a lean meat, it will have some fats of it, like avocado, whatever. If it's a fatty meat, it will have no fats of it. Pretty straightforward, yeah? This holds me, keeps me in a good mood, keeps me full. Again, I like to have that protein evenly split throughout the day just because it helps with digestion and it's just gonna help me feel better throughout the day. I'll then go into a work block or do some sort of cardio, do something, and I'll then have that same meal again at 5 o'clock. So bear in mind, guys, I have a 5-hour gap between that 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock meal, and I'm pretty diligent with this stuff because I'm pretty boring and routine driven. But I'll have that meal at about 5 o'clock, and it tends to be the same thing. So I normally will cook. I'm back in Dubai now, so I won't cook. It's a lie, I won't cook. I'll order something in, like I'll order 500 grams of chicken. I'll order, 500 grams of rice, and I'll order a whole avocado, for example, and I split it into 2 meals. I just keep it easy. That first meal and second meal, that 12 and 5 o'clock, tend to be the same. Helps with digestion. I enjoy the food. When you're this lean, kind of all food tastes good, and it just keeps things moving smoothly. And what that then does, guys, is that sets me up nicely for a nice evening meal of something of my choice, because I'm very strategic with what I eat in the morning, intra-workout, and those 2 meals are the same. I save calories for the evening. And in terms of the calories I've got left over, I've got about 50 grams of protein, 65 grams of fat, and about 65 grams of carbs, and about 15 grams of fat. And that is always something I enjoy. It's always some sort of like a protein pancakes, protein mug cake, nice smoothie with stuff in it, like some sort of, maybe a cookie. Like I'll always enjoy that meal. Okay, remember guys, I'm walking a lot, I'm training a lot, I do a lot of cardio. So I can kind of get away with this stuff, but for me, that evening meal is so important. And again, guys, if you want to stay lean and get in shape, you need to find a way of eating that isn't super restrictive, okay? All of my clients will tell you this. Their evening meal is always something they enjoy. Guys, if you want help with this stuff, with your training, your food, your cardio, working with me one-to-one, all of my links are below. You can just go to my landing page and see the 3 offers that I have available for you guys. I want to help as many people as I can, which is why I make these videos. But people think, to stay lean, God, he must eat egg whites for breakfast, and chicken and fish, and it's not true. I always have lovely evening meals. I always will bank calories, like these 3,000 calories I spoke about. I'll always try and run like 2,500 on a Friday so I can run 3,500 on a Saturday, and I'll eat whatever I want. All you can eat sushi, pizza, sometimes I'll have a night out with my friends. I save those calories, but because I've got myself into a good position of being lean, by following the principles that I literally teach you guys non-stop in these videos, I can live a pretty cushy, comfortable life. I'm not saying I can easily sit here, but it doesn't kill me to stay here. Now remember guys, if you're watching this and you've got 15, 20 kilos to lose, you have way more stored energy on your body than me. Do you need intra-workout carbohydrates? Probably not. Do you need 100 grams of carbohydrates post-workout? Probably not, probably make it 50. Do you need 25 grams of fat in that 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock meal? Probably can make it 15. Like there's so many ways around it. I work with so many different people with so many different body types. But remember, first things first, we want to have as much muscle as possible by strength training. When we're dieting down or trying to stay lean like this, guys, I need to maintain as much muscle as possible. So that's why my protein is high and it is consistent and my training is consistent. Cardio and my steps are simply tools that I use to burn more calories so I can eat more. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? If I do extra cardio, I'll eat extra food. These are kind of the perks of being quite lean. You have a little bit more leniency with this stuff. I can go, not track anything today, blow it, and in 3 days' time, my body will just be back to normal because this is my set point, and this is the set point I want you guys to have. Now, if you like this video, please drop me a like, give me some abuse. I know I'm not in a podcast studio in Bali. I am in my new apartment in Dubai. I'm back, even though I slated it and said I'd never be back. Your boy is back. See you in the next video.